Good morning, Panthers. What an amazing year. We had 2 winter breaks. We hope you enjoyed all of the snow. Today's weather will be anything but snow though. It will be overcast but warm, around 57 degrees. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. For today's aerospace fact of the day, we are going to be looking at a possible current event. Now, for those of you who don't like snow, think of a place you would rather live, someplace warm. How about someplace tropical? Maybe a nice sandy beach where the only white stuff you see is inside of a coconut. We have a better idea though. What about the moon? That's right. How would you like to live on the moon? It should be easy, right? And there's definitely wouldn't be any snow. Well, it might not be as easy as you think. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Robert and this is Brain Stuff. Now, at some point, you've probably all dreamed of packing up and moving to a faraway country. It's a nice idea, right? You just get away from it all, kick up your feet, and live the good life. And if you really want to put some space between yourself and the hustle bustle of Earth, well, the moon just might be the place for you. It's 384,400 kilometers away, close enough to travel back home, but far enough to keep away random salesmen and your in-laws. Keep them from knocking on your door. So why aren't we there yet? The holdup comes down to a few crucial factors. First of all, there's the technology. From a purely technological standpoint, we know we can reach the moon. We've done it before, but reaching the moon and living on it are two different things entirely. Future lunar colonists will need to bring or create their own sustainable sources of power, air, water, food, and shelter. That's because bringing material from Earth is incredibly expensive. For example, with our current technology, it costs about $400,000 to haul 1 gallon of water into space. So we have to figure out how to make a lunar colony as self-sufficient as possible. Future colonists may rely on the moon's frozen water, for example, and grow food in hydroponic farms. And this is all possible, but prohibitively expensive. Most experts believe that our methods of reaching the moon have to become more cost-efficient and energy-efficient to support large-scale operations. These advancements will require a lot of effort, which means they'll need significant financial support. Both governments and private entities are giving this a shot. But each path comes with its own strings attached. Private industries require the potential for short or long-term profit, and government-funded space programs require political and popular support from their citizens. And that can be pretty difficult at times. In early 2010, economics and politics in the U.S. indefinitely postponed NASA's latest plans for a moon base. But America's not the only player in the game. That same year, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, or JAXA, unveiled plans to establish an unmanned lunar base by 2020. And in May of 2014, Russia also revealed its proposal to build a permanent moon base by 2030. And in the private sphere, Google's Lunar X Prize competition continues to advance small-scale lunar spacecraft technology by encouraging teams from around the world to create hardware, software, and vehicles for future lunar endeavors. So there's no question the race to settle the moon is on, and there are numerous potential benefits. It's possible that we could build spacecraft more efficiently, mine helium-3, and establish our species' first foothold in the stars. And at this point, it seems more feasible than ever before. According to the latest plans, human beings could be living on the moon within the next few decades. But will the latest rounds of ambitious proposals lead to real lunar colonies or another round of financial boondoggles?
Now here's Anika with some Parkland news.
Thanks, Muhammad. All 6th graders will be taking a field trip on March 4th to the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. Remember to bring in your completed permission form and $19 to school by Friday, February 5th. You will not be able to attend without a form. Auditions for Shrek will take place tomorrow and Wednesday. If you can't stay because of the date change, please see Mr. Bergman today or tomorrow. You can still pick up an audition packet in the main office. Super Sayu will meet this Thursday. Club members must bring their signed department form. You will see if your zebrafish embryos survived the blizzard, as well as continue with your protists in building your pond. Don't forget your flash drive, 6th graders. If you would like to request a change to one of the other middle school magnet consortium middle schools for next year, you may pick up a change of choice request form in our school counseling office. They are due back by Friday, February 12th. Finally, the Panthers on a roll party that was scheduled for this week has been rescheduled for Thursday, February 18th. Keep up the good behavior, Panthers. Now here is Ibrahim with some news about a revolutionary miniseries that turns 39 this year.
Thank you, Atika. In January 1977, a revolutionary miniseries premiered on ABC. The miniseries was called Roots, the saga of an American family, and was based on Alex Haley's novel that traced the history of his family from Africa to the New World through the Civil War. It was the first network program to deal with an African American subject, and one of the first to deal with slavery. Many of the actors in the miniseries were well-known TV personalities at the time. It ran for 8 nights and was the most watched show of that year. Its finale is the 3rd most watched TV program of all time. Currently, the History Channel is remaking the miniseries, which should be out in a year or two. Check out the promo for the Roots.
Tonight, we present a landmark in television entertainment. Roots, the true story Alex Haley uncovered in his 12 years search across the 7 generations of his ancestry. After 2 years of production, we present this incredible saga in an epic motion picture. Roots, the current #1 best-selling novel, is the television event of the year. From primitive Africa to the Old South. Roots sweeps across the panorama of a young America, bursting with all the dreams, all the joys, and all the hardships of a vibrant country and its people through the years of slavery. The Civil War.
Are we gonna whoop them Yankees?
Reconstruction. And the struggle to survive.
We want you, nigga.
A film spanning more than 100 years, generation to generation, continent to continent, slavery to freedom.
Hear me, O African. The flesh of your flesh has come to freedom. We are free.
Roots, starring Ben Vereen, Edward Asner, Lorne Greene, Cicely Tyson, O.J. Simpson, Linda Day George, Chuck Connors, John Amos, Leslie Uggams, Lloyd Bridges, Burl Ives, Louis Gossett Jr., Vic Morrow, George Stanford Brown, Ralph Waite, and introducing LeVar Burton as Kunta Kinte. Now, we are proud to present the triumph of an American family, Roots.
I wish these students a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Thanks, Ibrahim. Apple CEO Steve Jobs once said to a group of students, "Be a yardstick of quality." Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. Expect excellence from everyone around you, Panthers. You deserve it. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.